Specialization in a few technologies with brief knowledge of many. What do you think is better strategy for the modern developer?
I will leverage the words, Yarek, about the words of Thomas Huxley. And Thomas Huxley said, learn everything about something and something about everything. There is a tension here. As a junior programmer, I can focus on a narrow area. When I become a senior developer, when I grow into a team lead as or an architect, now there's a tension. You are at a more qualified position. What that means is you better know really well about certain things, but you also have a broad idea of several things. I want to know why I would use something. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and my question was, why would I use promises in JavaScript versus async and await? And why would I use completable future versus Project Loom that's just going to come out in the future? That why is a very important question. I may not be able to code completable futures or Project Loom, but I need to understand the why question. But then I might be really good in programming, maybe the Reactive Stream API. So the Thomas Huxley's words, learn everything about something and something about everything, is even more important the more senior developers we become, a technical lead or an architect. And without really having the depth, maybe you can think about it this way, right? And I'm not saying this negatively. Think of one spectrum where you're a programmer. Think of a middle ground where you're a team leader, an architect, and then think of you being a manager all the way. I would say when you're here, it's all about what you know really well. When you're here, it's all about little things but very broadly. But when you're in the middle, you are really in the middle of the two. You need to know really well, like a programmer does, and you need to have a broad experience like a manager does as well. And that's the middle ground for an architect or a team lead. If you don't know the depth of things, you're not effective in the solutions you create. And if you don't have the breadth of things like a manager or a CTO would have, you're not able to really steer in a different direction strategically. So that technical lead is unfortunately, in the middle of both a strategy and a tactics. And strategy requires the breadth, and the tactics requires the depth. And an architect is both strategic and tactical. You cannot be effective as an architect without having both. You can't be effective as one or the other. So we need to clearly understand our roles are more challenging. And in order to serve that, you need to have these multiple dimensions. And I'll add one more to what Yarek said, and that is you also need to focus on the domain knowledge as well, not just the technical knowledge, right? And to be an effective architect is something that a lot of people can aspire for, but not everybody can succeed in it unless they really are investing their time into both the depth and the width. And then that's a challenge of the job that we're going to hold.